So there was this Make-A-Wish Foundation gala, and there was this child who wanted to be with me, and he said his wish is to be around me and see how an idea became reality. So I said, that's a wonderful idea. So I talked to him at his bedside. I made sure everybody left the room, and I was just telling him how touched I was. And then he said, I don't know any of that. I just made that up. I actually despise what you do. So I kept looking at him and said, well, what do you want me to do? He said, I'm trying to get to Canada. Can you get me there? I said, yeah, possible. He said, okay, that helps my wish. My wish is to kill a baby seal. So we took him, me and my buddy. We went to Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon in Gander, Newfoundland, where we got the services of Edward McClintock, a cod fisherman. And he took us to the flow, and we found, that the boy had the terrible cough, sick and all. And Edward McClintock said he's not going to make it through the North Atlantic. And I said, well, it's his final wish, So I worried about the boy, so many pills and so forth. Finally, we start hearing this odd voice, odd noises that I've never heard before. And Edward McClintock said, harp seal, baby harp. So I said, God, thank God, I'm getting sick of this sea. We've been here for a couple of days now. So then, as we arrived there, we hear gunshots, and Edward McClintock said, damn punks from St. John's with their revolvers. That's not how you kill a seal. And we said, well, how do you kill? And he produced a rucksack, and out of the rucksack was this medieval-looking sort of thing. It was called a hackapick. And Edward McClintock gave instructions to the boy. He said, a sealed skull is as thin as shadow by. Strike them with this hackapick directly above the eyes, and watch as they go glassy. So the boy takes the hackapick and runs towards the seal, towards the harp seal, the baby seal. And me, my buddy, and Edward McClintock were just standing there. And the kid, he had such strength suddenly. And this child, he struck with all the power he could. He struck the baby seal, and the blood came out gushing. It was so red. It's a fountain of blood. Most of it hit the boy's face and went in his mouth. It was almost like the life of the baby seal itself transferred to the child. And me, Edward McClintock, and my friend, we just stood there watching this wicked miracle unfold. On our way back, we were all, depressed. We couldn't get the image out of our mind, except for the boy who sang gay songs. And I gave him the pills. He threw them away in the North Atlantic. He didn't want the pills. So we went back, and a miracle had happened. The boy was free of his disease. It was in the morning newspaper in the New York Times. This was about 12, 13 years ago, and he got a small measure of fame for it. He got to the Gracie Mansion, met the mayor. He was on the Donahue program, Phil Donahue. I'm sure you saw that one. There were other people with him who had been cured and so forth. It remained a secret on how he was cured, but it It was barely mentioned a year later when he was struck by a city bus and killed. So anyways, you call it trust, but I say it's just in the devil's game of greed and lust. You go to church, read the holy word. In the scheme of life, it's all absurd. You're saluting the flag, your country trusts you. Now you're wearing a badge, you're called a just few. And you're fighting the wars as soldiers must do. I'll never betray or deceive you, my friend, but if I show you the cash, then you will take it. If I tell you to cry, then you will fake it. If I give you a hand, then you will shake it. You would do anything for money. Insurance, is that your alibi? You want your pot of gold, you need the mother's touch. Bet you'll sell your soul cause your God is such. Are you infected with the same disease of lust, gluttony and greed? Then watch the ones with the biggest smiles, the idle jabbers. Cause they're the backstabbers. If you know it's a lie, then you will swear it. If you give it with guilt, then you will bear it. If it's taking a chance, then you will dare it. You would do anything for money. If you got it, you don't need it. If you need it, you don't got it. You don't get it, shame on you. Funny, funny, funny what money can do. They won't have it, get more of it. Less they need it, more they love it. And it sticks to them like glue. Funny, funny, funny what money can do. Ask the rich man, he'll confess. Money can buy happiness. Ask the poor man, he don't damn. But he'd rather be miserable than without. If you spend it, please be wiser. If you save it, you're a miser. You don't want it, you're cuckoo. Funny, funny, funny what money can do. Money, money will love you. Funny, funny, funny what you can